Party bell will ring at 8:15, and for any remaining advisories still gathering some kids, they'll come over, get ready in the staging area behind us, and then we'll get started as soon as we can. Thank you for your patience. All right, good morning, community of Othello. We are going to begin our program with a video message from Zach Rocha. your new Othello High School ASB president for the 2021-2022 school year.
Hello there, MMS. I just want to congratulate you on making it to high school. I know it took a lot of hard work, dedication to make it there, but now that doesn't matter. You are now the small fish in the big ocean, and I need to help you to survive in high school. Here are 3 tips on how to survive in high school. Number 3, you should join sports, clubs, ASB. Just get involved so you're just not doing nothing. Meet new people. That's where you make all your friends and have the most fun. That's where I've had the most fun anyway. Number 2, you should go to school events and dances if we have them this year, because those are really fun as well. Go to games, get loud and get crazy. Just have fun over there. And number 1, don't slack off as a freshman. You don't want to be that one senior, junior in a class, a bunch of 14-year-olds because you failed half your classes. Just don't be that one person. Pass your class as a freshman. You don't want to be that one guy. So enjoy it. Have fun. You only get 4 years of this, unless you're that 5th-year senior who stays another year to have fun. And congratulations again, and welcome to Othello High School.
Zach Rocha.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2021 McFarland Middle School 8th grade promotion. My name is Jessica Shank, and I am the principal here at McFarland, where we are happy to honor our 8th graders as they prepare to promote to Othello High School. I'd like to welcome those of you who are watching online, as well as those of you who are here in person. And to those of you who are here, thank you for continuing to wear your masks, as that allows us to provide this in-person opportunity. Right now, our 8th graders are standing along the side here, waiting to come in, and in a few moments, each of them will come across a stage to get their certificate, and then they'll go out to the front of the school to have their picture taken. I ask that you, as the audience, please remain seated until all of the classes have come through, and then you'll have the opportunity to join your student out front to congratulate them or take pictures before they return to class. Before we begin today, I would like to acknowledge that this has been a hard and often difficult year for our students. But I am also proud of how so many of them have maintained a positive and energetic attitude about their education. I also want to specifically thank you, the parents, family, and friends of our students, because your support helped make their success possible. We know how you work to ensure that your child had internet access at home so that Zoom and Google Classroom would work. You helped them understand the AB schedule, and you made sure they came to school with both masks and attestation forms every day. Very importantly, you reached out to teachers and to counselors for help or to ask questions. We also know how so many of you gave your child regular words of encouragement and assurance that everything was going to be okay, and it was. This was not always easy, and so again, thank you for your work and your patience. And now, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Kathy Anderson, our 8th grade counselor.
Good morning. When I look at all the 8th graders over there, it's hard to remember back to the beginning of 7th grade when you entered MMS. I do remember some uneasiness, insecurities, and maybe even some fears in most of you. Leaving the comfort of your elementary school and entering a bigger school with more students was overwhelming and took a little getting used to. But you faced it and soon became comfortable here at MMS. In March, I watched as you left MMS, confused and uncertain, as we entered into a very challenging and unknown territory of online or Zoom school. You took it on, did your best, and again, soon became more comfortable, Zooming in with your teachers and classmates. In January, we cheered as you once again entered MMS, masked up, with some uneasiness, fear, and excitement. It's been quite a roller coaster for you. It's been emotional and challenging. But one thing I see in you is resilience. You've had to learn in different ways and different settings than any group we've ever had at MMS. And now you're here at the end of your journey, stronger, wiser, and more confident than ever. You have the endurance and resilience to take on high school, and I know you're going to do that with flying colors. I missed you all when you left in March, and I will miss you when you leave here this week. I loved getting to know you, and I'm so grateful for the time I got to spend with you. I wish each and every one of you the very best as you start a new chapter at Othello High School.
Thank you, Mrs. Anderson. Again, my name's Carlos Gonzalez, Assistant Principal here at McFarland Middle School, and I'm here to present the Mustang Way Awards. In case you're wondering what the Mustang Way Award is, it's something new that we're doing this year that embodies the Mustang Way characteristics. And in case you're wondering, what does that mean? If you took the word Mustang and made it an acronym, the M would mean maintains integrity, unifies in empathy, sets goals, T for tries their best, A for are accountable, N for normalizes kindness, G for grows positivity, and S for shows respect. Traditionally at McFarland Middle School, we've always presented citizenship awards during our promotion ceremony where only two students would receive the award. But we wanted to, because of our growth over the years, we wanted to expand this prestigious award and how it's evolved into the Mustang Way Award to 7. So if you take the 7 letters in Mustang, we're going to honor 7 students. So around 350 8th graders that we have at McFarland Middle School, your Mustang Way Award winners make up 0.02% of the enrollment for the 8th grade. And so who we've been able to honor so far include, well, actually, I'm going to read the finalists. We took a poll with our staff to basically ask who are the most worthy students that we have at McFarland Middle School that embody these characteristics of the Mustang Way Award. So these finalists, 15 students, are finalists, and I'll announce the winners in a moment. Finalists are Aaliyah Dominguez, Claire Gilbert, Diana Gomez, Kimberly Gonzalez Pineda, Jaden Hale, Melody Hernandez Vasquez, Daisy Lopez, Jesus Mendoza Avila, Khalel Ozuna, Mason Perez, James Risenmay, Riley Rodriguez, Samantha Shade, Ingrid Soriano, and Jose Torres. Those are your finalists for the Mustang Way Award. So this is our 3rd day of holding these promotion ceremonies, and in the first 2 days on Monday and Tuesday, I'm happy to announce the winners so far of the 7 Mustang Way Awards. James Risenmay, Samantha Shade, and Ingrid Soriano are your winners so far. I'm also happy to announce that we do have a winner here this morning, and one of your Mustang Way Award winners is Melody Hernandez Vasquez. Come on up, Melody. Melody Hernandez. So before I hand this over with our teachers to begin the presentation of the class of 2025, I want to invite you all and encourage you all to cheer. I know this is a nice ceremony, but this is a day of celebration for our 8th grade students as they promote to Othello High School. So it's okay to cheer, it's okay to clap, it's okay to celebrate, it's okay to be loud, like Zach said in his message. Okay? I want to invite our board members that are present this morning, Mr. Mike Garza and Ms. Jen Stevenson, as they will present the certificates to our 8th grade students. Thank you, Jen. Thanks, Mike. And now I'd like to welcome our first presenter for the class of 2025, Mr. Robert Perneda. I'm checking our battery to see if we have enough battery for Mr. Pineda. Here we go.
Yeah, he's checking the time too. He told me 30 seconds. It's not going to happen. First of all, it's a pleasure to introduce to you guys my advisory class. I've been working here for 13 years, and this is the first year that I've ever been an advisory teacher, and that's because of COVID. And so we, as an advisory teacher, I was surprised at how awesome it is to be an advisory teacher. One thing that we have been working on this year is Character Strong, which is a program that promotes good character, how to act, and how to deal with situations that are tough. And one thing that I have been repeating myself to the students is understanding that in something that is bad, there's always a good, always a positive from a negative, always. COVID has been a negative impact for a lot of us, but for me, it's been a positive. If it wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't have an advisory class. And if I didn't have an advisory class, I wouldn't have lots of special moments that I had during the year. One thing that COVID did was made us do online learning. And I'm proud to say that my class went from, everybody had one F except for one student. And the second semester, we came back to school. I'm proud to say that every single one of my kids do not have an F. And so I think that's a great accomplishment because they came back and they're resilient. They had to work out through some difficult times, but we worked through it together. And those are some memories that I'll never forget. I could sit here and tell you one attribute from every kid, but I'm just going to share a couple because we are on a time crunch. I'm going to miss this class, this morning class. This is my rowdy class. These guys are rowdy. My second class is a little bit more reserved, but every morning when Chris Roa comes into class and we say a fact, he's like, fact, yo, fact, fact. You look at Kane Bonilla, who comes in every morning with a nice smile and he takes down the chairs for me. That's something that I wouldn't ever expected him to do, but he did that. Anthony Martinez, he's our tech guru. Anything tech, cables, aux cords, he's the man that fixes my problems. That's Anthony, I can't fix this. He comes and fixes it. Those are memories that I'll never forget. And also, one thing that's very important to understand about this advisory class, without the staff, without the principals, it doesn't happen. I like to do a shout out to Joanna Ramirez, who's our security officer, who helped my advisory class. Ms. Dauber, who was out there every morning, cold, rain, windy, hot. She was out there checking my kids into my classroom. I couldn't get to my class. Ms. Dauber, can you let them in? And our awesome principals are counselors, and it's an amazing place to work here at MMS. Without further ado, I would like to introduce my class. First up, Mr. Kane Bonilla. Giselle Carrillo. Araceli Cervantes. Gerardo Gutierrez. Marcos Silva. Anthony Martinez. Aiden Martinez. Isaiah Ortiz. Christopher Roa de la Cruz. Anthony Solorio. And last but not least, Diamond Van Cleve. Congratulations.
Let's get his name and make sure we present it again. Thank you, Mr. Pineda. Up next, please welcome our next presenter, Mr. Victor Quiros.
Thank you. All right. Good morning, parents, family, and friends. Buenos días, padres, familiares, y amigos. Thank you for all being here this morning to celebrate your sons and daughters' promotion ceremony, a big stepping stone into their educational careers. Gracias a todos por estar aquí esta mañana, celebrando el logro de su hijo o hija, un paso importante hacia su carrera educativa. Like many of my fellow teachers have stated, the last couple of days, this year has been different and difficult at times. We're all navigating through uncharted waters. However, we overcame and made this year a memorable one. Como dijeron muchos de los maestros, este año fue un poco diferente y difícil, pero un año memorable. I had a very special group of 8th graders this year. A lot of them whom I had last year as well. Tuve un grupo especial este año que también tuve el año pasado. During our time together, we learned a lot from each other, we shared some good laughs, made some good memories, and had great conversations in class and in Zoom. Durante nuestro tiempo juntos, aprendimos sobre nosotros mismos, compartimos muchas risas en clase y sobre el Zoom. And like I mentioned, I had these guys for 2 years. So yes, Samson, I had to deal with him for 2 years in my Spanish class. During those 2 years, I was able to see you grow academically and as individuals. This growth that I've seen in each one of you has demonstrated and shown me that you guys are ready to tackle on the future. Durante esos 2 años pude mirar el crecimiento académico y también como individuos. Este crecimiento me ha demostrado que están listos para la escuela secundaria. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you, but I know it will be full of success. Good luck and come visit me from time to time. No puedo esperar a ver lo que le trae el futuro. Buena suerte y regresa a visitarme de vez en cuando. I'm going to leave you with a quote here before I take off here. And since I'm a Spanish teacher, what better way to do it than in Spanish? So, les voy a dejar este reto. Su esfuerzo valió la pena, valdrá la pena. Nunca pares, nunca te conformes hasta que lo bueno sea lo mejor y lo mejor sea excelente. So I'll try to translate this. Your effort was well worth it. It will be well worth it. Never stop, never conform until your better becomes your best. So with that, I present to you my 8th grade class. Y con esto le presento mi clase. Natalia Vanessa Arriaga. Montserrat Camarillo. Carlos Ferrer Elizarrarás. Diego Daniel González. Samson George McDonald. Ya, Sam. Yadira Rebolledo. Barbara Sanchez. Kaylee Leonay Valdez.
Thank you, Mr. Quiros. Appreciate you. Up next, we have Ayenica Ramirez, but speaking on her behalf, Mrs. Jessica Reyes.
Good morning. I'm really nervous. I didn't expect to do this. Ms. Ramirez had the privilege of having these students in 6th grade. Together, they have shared many happy moments and learned many life lessons. As you get ready to enter high school, always remember that you are important and you matter. Always learn from your mistakes and never give up. Buenos días. La señora Ramírez ha tenido el privilegio de tener estos estudiantes desde el 6º grado. Han compartido muchos momentos buenos y han aprendido muchas lecciones de la vida. Ahora que se están preparando para ir a la high school, acuérdense que tú eres importante, siempre aprenderás de tus errores y nunca te des por vencido. Te presento la clase 2025. I present to you the class of 2025. Dulce María del Ángel Ramírez. Damon Rodriguez, Brazil. Belinda Sanchez Silva.
Thank you, Mrs. Reyes. And I'm going to provide a correction to do right by the student. It's important that every student, every single one, gets to walk across the stage to receive a certificate. We had a little hiccup this morning, so we're going to right a wrong. So presenting the part of the class of 2025, Mr. Christopher Roa de la Cruz. And now, please help me welcome Mrs. Lindsay Scott.
Good morning, 8th graders, families, friends, and staff members. 8th graders, I know you guys can't believe it, but this day is finally here. Even though this year started out not like we expected, I am so proud to see your perseverance and growth and feel lucky to have been a part of this chapter in your guys' lives. I wish you luck as you embark on this next journey at OHS and hope you feel as confident in your own skills and abilities as I see in each of you. I look forward to seeing all that you can accomplish throughout these next few years, and I now present to you my 8th grade advisory students. Amberly Aguilar, Carlos Flores Silva, Christopher Garcia, Joseph Martinez, Jaylene Ozuna Corona, Aaron Ruesga Cerna, and Jose Torres. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mrs. Scott. Go anywhere you'd like. Thank you. Please help me welcome Mr. Chad Smith.
Morning, everyone. Unfortunately, today I don't have enough time to say all the things I'd like to say about my advisory kids. From Melody, who was always willing to help me out, to Lovey, who made my day more often than she'll ever know. From our own TikTok celebrity, Benji, to our trivia queens, Claire and Sophia. I'll never be able to say the Pledge of Allegiance again without thinking about Riley. And from the quiet confidence and strength of the Miguels in class to the outgoing Mason and everybody in between. You are one of the most amazing groups of young men and ladies I have been blessed to teach. You've all grown so much this year, and I'm proud of every one of you. I couldn't ask for a better group of kids to spend COVID with. As bizarre, crazy, and tough, and at times just really frustrating this year was for everyone, you made it all worthwhile. You've made a difference in my life, and I hope I was able to repay you in kind. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I now present my advisory. Manuel Gomez. Melody Hernandez, Miguel Gonzalez. Melody Hernandez Vasquez. Kalel Ozuna. Emmy Pranetta. Sofia Teriyama. And Jason Valdez Garza. Congratulations.
Please help me welcome Mr. Vaughn Uber.
First, I'd like to start off thanking families, friends, parents, everybody who's able to make it, and also for your help through this crazy year. This is only my second year here at McFarland. My first year ended with COVID. My second year started with it, and so it was kind of crazy. But I can honestly say that my advisory kids are the reason I got in my car each morning, filled it up with gas, and came to school. They made each day amazing, and it started off with blank screens on Zoom and names printed, and then by the end of it, I was able to see faces. And then coming back to school, it was like I was at blank screens again because their faces were there, but they weren't talking. And now, every morning, we have discussions, and I can't get them to be quiet. So it's kind of fun. But I want to start off with a quote talking about the importance of education and why they're here, because I know school isn't fun for everybody. And it's from Nelson Mandela. He says, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And I can honestly say that I have seen that in my kids. These are 8th graders going through an awkward stage in life, dealing with COVID in school, and yet they come in and they stick up for each other. They defend each other, and they defend the community of Othello, and they represent them well. I couldn't be more proud to have these group of kids in my advisory and to be able to spend each morning with them, to learn nicknames. I don't know, there's some crazy ones like Big Daddy and Cheeto and things like that. But it made it personal, and we had so much fun, and it was great to see them grow and mature. And as they leave and go on to high school, I want to share one last quote with them about the importance of representing not only Othello, McFarland, but also themselves and their families. And it's from Steve Martin. I love him. He's a great comedian. And he said, "Be so good that they can't ignore you." My kids have been good. They've been amazing. And I can honestly say, like in all my years of teaching, and when I'm 65 and retired, hopefully, I will never forget this class. One, because of COVID, but just because of how amazing and how special and great they were. They were such a great group of kids, and I know they're going to do great things. So now I will present their names so they can receive their promotion. Starting off with Francisco Arroyo. Next is Luis Corona, who goes by Cheeto. Jackson Gomez. Carla Moran. Oh, wow. Esteban Osuna. Ariel Rodriguez. Marcos Torres. Aaliyah Vargas. And Jose Llorana III.
And please help me welcome our last presenter, Mr. Ernesto Zamora.
All right. Good morning. Buenos dias. I was a student here back in 90, I don't know, in the 90s. It's been a while. Kathy was here, Ms. Anderson, Steve's still here, and Chad's still here. So for me, it's pretty crazy to be up here. I remember my 8th grade promotion. I wore a suit that day, so I decided to wear a suit again. Teal suit, pretty excited. And I look at the students here. One thing that we talked about in advisory was having a growth mindset. And what we learned this year is that we all needed to have a growth mindset, from the principals, from the parents. How many enjoyed making sure that your students was logging on every single day, right? I logged in, Mom. I did my homework, Mom. I did it all. And then you check the grades, and they had not logged in yet. They hadn't completed their homework. They hadn't talked to the teachers. And we had conversations with you guys. And we learned that we had to grow together. But what I love about these kids is that they had to learn with us. And one thing that I wish I could see them, but I can't. I want them to learn that we needed to adapt in this time. And this class did an awesome job adapting. They learned that education was going to look different this year. And I love them. I honestly, Manuel, Brittany, and Yesenia, and Mia, and Evelyn, Ismael, and Juan, they made my day very special. They brought me food. They brought me coffee. So it was pretty crazy for them to plan a surprise party that I knew the whole time. I knew it. They just found out that I knew, but I just saw them planning. And it's so beautiful to make a little small community through advisory. I'm so proud of them. And I just wish them the best. And guys, remember, you need to have a growth mindset. No matter where you go, and you need to be adaptive. With this, I'm going to introduce our class. Emmanuel Ángel Herrera. Brittany Sienna Castro. Yesenia Garcia Cortez. Mia Sahara Kerr. Smile. Evelyn Martinez. Ismael Marcus Ramirez Guzman. Juan Carlos Torres de la O. And this is our class.
Thank you, Mr. Zamora. Thank you to our board members, Jen Stevenson and Mike Garza. We appreciate your help. And before I hand over the microphone to our principal, Mrs. Shank, to deliver our closing message, it's very important that I do take the time to thank some people who helped put this together. Thank you to Ms. Jessica Shank and Brenda Dunn for their leadership and ideas and support with this promotion ceremony. Mrs. Kathy Anderson and Meredith Schaefer, who it is her birthday today, so please tell her happy birthday. She's choking on her water right now. Happy birthday, Mrs. Schaefer. Yes. She turned 29 today, isn't that right, Mrs. Schaefer? Good. 28. Special thanks to our counselors for their amazing support of our students and staff here at McFarland and with this ceremony. To Alondra Hernandez and our office staff for printing all the tickets and certificates, and our office staff helping us with all the communication via talking points, Blackboard, every other platform that we have to communicate with our community. Marisol Quesada and Gracie Garza for organizing our support personnel to staff this event. Patrick Lachelle for using his talent in photography to help us with the photos of our students in front of the building by the Mustang statue, who is named Spirit now. Mr. John Lockard and Beyond Sight Media for the video recording. Mrs. Mary Quesada and our custodial staff for helping us to set up this ceremony. Our OSD translators, thank you so much. Antonio Ortega, Carmela Porfirio, Alicia Gonzalez, Emma Medina, and Dorothy Martinez. Thank you very, very much. And finally, to Rigo Ozuna and his OSD technology crew. Yes, and I joke about this, but I'm being honest, for putting up with me. I am high maintenance, and helping us with the lighting, the music, and live streaming in this event in English and Spanish to be able to communicate this to our great community. So please give them all a hand. We couldn't have done this without them. And now Ms. Jessica Shank.
Before we end the ceremony today, I just have two quick announcements. The first is that the videos from Monday, Tuesday, and today are all going to be put together into one single video that will be released online so that our students can see all of their classmates promote together. And then next, as soon as we end here, I invite you to take one of the hallways, either on this side of the stage or on the other, to go out front and greet your 8th grader, congratulate them. And we do have school the rest of today and the rest of the week, but you do also have the option of checking your child out if you want to celebrate today. So thank you again for coming, and I hope you have a wonderful day.